thank you for clicking on this video today. I'm Salio. We did it. We did it. We did the Mcoc Brutal DXL challenge. I think that's his name. Don't know if I feel better about myself or worse about myself. Overall, I feel like this was a pretty good challenge. I think it wasn't too difficult, but yet still challenging enough that it feeds both players, set, someone who has a really high skill set versus someone who doesn't. I do not have a really good high skill set in terms of playing Mcoc, which you'll see. So for me, definitely takes Unit Man to help out, but we got through it. But I think if you are a decent player and you have the time, it is a good challenge to do. Also, I just think in terms of its difficulty, really, you're really only dealing with the exhaustion from just how long it is. It does take quite some time to get through it, and it's the same fights over and over and over again, just slightly more difficult. So that is kind of what is the hard part about it. But first off, we are going to go into some of the footage that I shot, talk about the champions I use, and then we're going to pick the 7-star, and I also have another 7-star crystal to open as well as a special bonus for today. Alright, so we're going to talk about kind of the best champs to use here, and again, I need to apologize first off the bat, I am not the best player. So this last path here, I was going to record, and I thought, oh, this would be really good, we could talk about it, but I just flubbed up so many fights, so you'll see me hit the revives a bunch, but yeah. Apologies up front. I was nervous, okay? What can I say? So essentially, the champs that I used the best, or I thought that were best, for Winter Soldier, Magneto. As you can see, I'm playing here with Magneto. I think Magneto is going to be a really good champ for a few of the fights here. For this one, I just feel like the hardest part is just waiting for that special 3. I feel like for whatever reason, Magneto just takes so long to get to a special 3. And I don't know what it is. I did pop a mutant power booster, so that would help you. But yeah, it does take some time and just adds to the overall just exhaustion of how long it takes to get through this. The thing you really just want to watch out for, though, is just making sure you don't get hit by a punch from Winter Soldier there, because he will automatically kill you. But you can get hit by a special. I definitely got hit by a few specials, and that doesn't automatically kill you. But yeah, now it's just trying to play this game where he's aggressive and defensive, and then trying to build up your prowesses to do that awesome damage that we know Magneto can do against metal champions. But yeah, for this one too, also, that good burst damage once all those bleeds expire, just take note that, for the latter, more difficult chapters, you're still probably going to end up with like 10-15% left of health from Winter Soldier. So I just ended up using L1s at the end to sort of just help with that additional, get those bleeds from that, and that should usually take them out. I think this is one of many flubs here coming up, but yeah, Red Magneto I think is the best. I don't know if White Magneto is actually better for this, but I don't know. I didn't flip that. That's great. I don't really play White Magneto that much, so I don't really know, but let me know in the comments if White Magneto is better. For Juggernaut, I'm going with Archangel. It took me a long time to figure out that this is what should have happened. Now, again, I'm not the best player in general. It's been a while since I've used AA, so I've definitely flub up here, but it's really straightforward. All you gotta do with Archangel is just intercept his heavy with your heavy, and then that immunity goes away, and you can just do regular Archangel things. Unfortunately, timing for me got a little off, because again, I haven't played Archangel in a while. I just put a gem in him, an awakening gem into him, and brought him up to R3 just for this, because I was like, this is going to help me, and it definitely did help, but this fight is definitely messy. You can also, I also use Hercules here a lot. I know some people are trying to not use Hercules as much because he is such a Swiss Army knife for everything, but I also say if you got what works, you know, use it, because it's more important about getting things done than worrying about what's the cheese option and what's not the cheese option. But yeah, Archangel here, in theory works, and I think if you are a skilled Archangel player, this will be very simple for you. Juggernaut for me was actually one of the more difficult fights in general, so yeah. I think, again, you can use Hercules. I tried using Kate Bishop. I think that was suggested, but I couldn't really figure it out. I guess maybe if you're a good Kate Bishop player, that would work, but I did not find it helpful. And again, you know, Juggernaut can be tricky with this root mechanic too. That also doesn't help, but really just once that timer goes out, just try and stay away from him, and then he'll be rooted instead of you. Actually, I haven't watched these fights back, so it's fun to sort of see it, knowing that this is my crappy gameplay. And as you can see, it can take some time to get him down, even with this. You know, you gotta get that immunity down, you gotta get, you know, the RNG with the neurotoxins. But as you can kind of see, that it does help get rid of a lot of his health, and he is pretty tanky, so using Archangel, I think, can be very helpful. Unless you die. That is not helpful. I think at this point I was mad and just went Hercules. It's like, I'm not showcasing Archangel anymore. It's done. It's over. Trust me, I'm not a liar, even though I'm not using him to finish Juggernaut, but it can work. Either can work. But yeah, for vision, the best one you can use is Ronin, I think. Obviously that cheese option. You just gotta work out the timing. Sometimes the timing wasn't great for me. But once you do get that timing right, I mean, it's so easy, and I think you can do this with a 5-star. Or maybe even a 4-star, I don't know. But like, once you do and you get him in that stun lock, there's nothing else. That's all you gotta keep doing. Which makes it a really easy fight. And Vision's down. So for the Scarlet Witch fight, I think this was the worst one for me. I honestly, when I was looking up guides, it said you can use any champ, and you can, I think, use any champ, but you do want one that has a good, I think, heavier reach, because when you're charging there, you want to be able to catch her and knock her down. But I don't know, I was trying to go Human Torch, and I think Human Torch is a really good option because the incinerates help. If you get the Nova Flame, it helps, but obviously there that didn't help. But Human Torch can be a really good option. And my also problem with Human Torch is, like, I don't think the special one does really a whole lot of damage, so you run into that problem there. And then there were also times I felt like where I was charging but no power I wasn't gaining any power. So I don't know if that's a node thing. I don't, too many nodes to read, but yeah, I was fine. There was some frustration with that. But as you can see here, I'm using Hercules. Hercules is pretty good. I don't like using the class disadvantage, but his specials hit so much harder, and yeah, I would rather just get it done faster with Hercules, especially once he's all charged up. And then, yeah, of course, you gotta watch out for those unblockables. That wasn't fun. But again, it's a doable fight. You know, you just gotta be like on your toes with it. And I think at this point, I was just really just trying to get this done because I was not wanting to spend more time on this quest. I guess I said earlier, I think the biggest part about this whole thing was just how exhausting it is just to go through the same fights like over and over again, you know. It's just ridiculous. It's just, you know, 6 times 7, right? 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so that's just like way too many fights. Way too many paths of the same fight, I should say. And so as you can see, also here, I'm just like trying to get her down, back and forth between Human Torch and Hercules. That was kind of like the name of the game throughout it. I think Shang-Chi was a suggestion. I don't really play a lot of Shang-Chi, so I don't know how much better that would have been. Maybe I'll go back through and do one for fun with him, just because now that it's over. But yeah. And so for Wolverine, for me, Magneto, best one to go with, because as soon as you get that special 3 and you get like maybe like even half Magneto's prowesses, you don't even really need the full. He just like automatically kills him. I think I definitely flubbed this fight up too, so excuse me, but it does work, and it got me through all of it. So that's who I would use for Wolverine. You can use Nimrod. I was using Nimrod for a while, but I wanted to sort of maximize my champs, so I took him out and was like, Magneto can do it. But yeah, Magneto's a pretty straightforward fight. You know, once you get him, he is just dead like that. Just, I mean, that's all it is. But yes, for the Hulk fight, I would just go Hercules. Once he's charged up, he's really good. I think I only died once with Hercules to this Hulk, which was actually probably my best one. I think it only took me 1 revive with this one Hulk. But yeah, just make sure you don't he doesn't hit your block, because then he gains the health back. But it's not terrible. It could be like a lot worse, honestly. Again, if you don't have Hercules, I'm sorry. I don't know what you're gonna do. I don't know. Yeah, it's just, you know, he's just like one of the best champs to use. I don't know. Don't really know who else I would use, to tell you the truth. Maybe I didn't die. Didn't I die here? I had to have. Maybe I didn't. I had to have. I'm not that good. Maybe I am better than I thought I was. Because, yeah, I don't think I died there. That's awesome. And then that's the challenge. I mean, that's all you need to do. Right, so we did the challenge. That's done. Again, I thought it was challenging enough, but still doable for the average player. And one of the main reasons I really wanted to make sure that I did this was because I really wanted to kind of say yes, in a way, to this reward mechanic that they have going on here, in terms of just collecting the tokens to sort of then transfer those to a champion that you can select yourself. I like the ideas of selectors. I wish that they would be more, prominent in this game. I know this game is mainly luck-based. I've been playing long enough. The crystals will always stay, but I think that there should still be more content like this, and hopefully this will be the start of something going forward where we can collect tokens or shards or stamps, like with Morbius, whatever we're going to do to get other characters. And I would like to see it not only just for 7 stars, but for like 6 stars and 5 stars too. Case in point, when Corvus came out, it took me like 2.5 years to get a 6-star Corvus, and then I just awakened him literally within probably the last 2 or 3 months. At this point, I already have Hercules. There's so many other champs that I'm like, that was kind of a waste. I never really got to play as Corvus, and I would have loved to in Corvus's, heyday. I mean, he's still great, I can use him for AQ, but I don't know. It sucks not to be able to just like get a champ that's maybe not the newest champ, because obviously the newest champs need to be saved for features, and yeah, we should be, maybe spending a little to get them. That should be a special thing because they're a new champ. But for champs that are kind of already been out for like a year or so, like, come on, like, we should be able to have more of a chance to select those. I'm in that position right now with Hulkling. I cannot pull Hulkling to save my life. I have opened like 50 of those Cosmic Duel tech crystal things, not one Hulkling, and for 4th of July I got 4 Odins, opened 8 of those Cosmic Nexus crystals, where you get 10 chances, 10 slots, no Hulkling in any of them, and all I can hope for is by the end of the year there will be a Selector, and it won't be crazy expensive or a lot of units or anything, but that's, I don't know. I'm like at my wit's end about it. I hope I get him sooner, but I don't know, because I got like all the things I need to R5 that dude, so I'm ready for him. But yeah, I just say that to just sort of stress that we should be able to work towards something in this game, and getting these tokens or stamps or whatever we want to call them or whatever they're going to be, I think is a good idea. And I just wanted to sort of complete it to be like, yes, this is something we should go for, because a lot of the other content in the game at this point is kind of like, if I do it, great, if not, whatever. So I definitely want to like be there for the stuff that I really think would make this game better. So now we're gonna pick the champion. So yeah, you did the arenas, you logged in every day, you did the brutal challenge, you get to pick it. For me, there's only one. There's really only one. Because I'm looking at a lot of these champs, and honestly, Black Panther, no. Ant-Man, like, okay, I guess. Those poisons are okay, but I don't know. Red Goblin's a fat no. For me, I don't know. For me, there's only one that's like fan favorite for me, and then just best utility and good damage right off the gate out of these champions, and that's Emma Frost. So that's what I'm doing. Emma Frost. There you go. I would love to awaken her at some point and be able to rank her up. But that will probably be a while. I don't know if these champions are going to be added to the basic pool anytime soon. Hopefully they will be. For this, I'm going with the Mystic one because I just have a lot of Mystics I can bring up with us, so that would be really helpful. I do have my newly awakened Wiccan from the last video, if you haven't seen it. Wasn't super happy about that at first, just because I was mad about Hulkling, but I'm really happy that I do have a 7-star Wiccan awakened. But let's find our new Emma Frost that we worked so hard for. There she is. Super happy about that. Yeah, she's one of my favorites from the comics, and again, she has better utility and better damage. I was thinking Ebony Maw, because I know he's a good defender on some occasions, but I just didn't want to do that. I'd rather go with a character that I like and that I have fun playing. And I love my 5-star, I love my 6-star, so that's what we're going with. And now for a special bonus for today, we have, I'm going to open a featured and I'm going to open another 7-star. We're going to do the featured first. For this one, okay, so I've opened 3 of these already, and I'm 3 for 3 on features, which I have to say I'm very lucky, and I don't want to jinx myself, but, first one I opened got Silk, second one Adam Warlock, third one Sandman. For this, I really want Lady Deathstrike. That would be amazing, but I just don't know if we'll get lucky again. But Lady Deathstrike, really want to play that one. Want to rank her up. I was playing the arena and the 2-star just was like impressive to me for whatever reason. Was just melting the champs. So let's see. There she goes. No, that would have been great if it would have gone over, but it's okay. We have literally 3 of the 6 features in here. I'll probably open more of these at some point, but I'm also still like, you know, half trying the cosmic tech duel things for Hulkling and trying to cleanse my palate when I get frustrated with these featured, so that's where we're at with that. But yeah, I can't do anything with Old Man Logan. Now for the 7-star, honestly, I really would just like to awaken Sasquatch. That would be great. Sassy. I don't know in terms of new who I really want. I don't really think I care. But awakening Sasquatch would be great. Maybe, I mean, I guess Domino would be great too. I feel like Sunspot, Bishop, and Domino are 6-stars that I had like at R3 ready to like R4, but now that they're all 7-stars, I'm kind of stuck, and I feel like I need to get them now at 7-stars, and so I guess any of those, start working my way back to getting, you know, those champs. Alrighty, it's gonna be no. It's not like really the best for me. Gamora. Yeah, that's a letdown. Oh, but also that's a letdown. I forgot I had these 4. I opened one of these. Maybe this will save it. I opened 2 of these the other day and pulled 7-star Spider-Man. So let's see. 3, 2, 1. Nope. All good though. Well, you know, we got the challenge done. We got Emma Frost. That's better than Gamora, I think. So that's good. And you know, we did something that I didn't think that we were going to be able to do at first. Thought it was going to be too hard, but it turned out to not be so bad. Thank you guys so much for watching this video today. If you liked it, drop a like, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you around for the next video.